Okay, so right now at the Council House, we're about 30% complete. The deadline is to have it completely turned over back to the Muskogee Creek Nation by the end of this year. That's to maximize the historic tax credits, which is more than $1 million of value going back into this project to bring this building back alive and return to the Muskogee Creek Nation. So between now and August 15th-ish, you're going to see a lot of movement. You're going to see them redoing the outside exterior windows. You're going to see them working on ground injection, which is a very delicate process that we're going to do. You'll see back here where these gentlemen are here on the right. You're also going to see a lot of plumbers in. They're going to be roughing and plumbing. They're going to be able to restore it. There will be one functioning restroom that's there that's not historic to this property, but it's really important for the government usage of this space. This will be more than a museum. This is going to be a sacred space in which people can meet, get together for meetings. They're going to be holding meetings in this space with Muskogee Creek Nation, so we'll have facilities there for them.
Which had the kitchen and the false wall here, and that's actually opened that room up where that's actually a usable space. And this was the chief's office.
Yeah, office right here.
So from a historical standpoint, you had the chief's office that was being used just as an administrative office and kitchenette. And so, I mean, we want the building to tell the story, and it's not going to be a museum. It's the building itself will tell the story. It will be everything that was the way it was done in 1878 that will be recreated like that.
This is one of the only pieces of original plaster from the Council House era, and as you can see, there's things scribbled into the wall. People were writing on the wall, but this is the Board of Education. This room also served as a schoolhouse for quite a few years, and so children would attend school here. That's what's going to really be featured in this room is a school room. There'll be an interactive chalkboard over here on this side where people can push buttons and hear things in Muskogee and that sort of thing. You'll see some of the books like the first and second readers and also the textbooks that were typically used. People can go in and sit at the desk and look through those. One of the people that will be featuring in here is a woman named Lila Lindsay, who was a Creek citizen, and she was just generally a philanthropist. She made a big, huge difference in the Creek Nation here, but she also made a difference in Tulsa. There's monuments dedicated to her for some of the work that she did for education and for humanitarian and philanthropic purposes, but she was a Creek citizen and a teacher at the Council House School as well. So the interpretation of those things, what went on in there, plus some added historical context about who was a citizen, who could be a citizen, and it's all based off of the records, the Creek National Records that are located currently at Oklahoma Historical Society. When they seized and forced the Creek Nation to liquidate all the assets, those ended up in federal custody, and Oklahoma Historical Society is actually a repository for those. And that's one of the things that really differentiates the Creek Nation from a lot of other places, is that you had lots of people who were literate and could read and write. And so they're not just as told to narratives to an Indian agent for the BIA. These are actual people that are Muskogee people that are writing their own records and creating their own records. And so all of this is very much primary source material that we're basing the signage and a lot of the interpretation off of. So you'll see a lot of those copies of documents like that in there.